behind train porn for you, darling. I'm headed from Milan to Lake Como today. These birds are like assassins. It's a little bit like Brighton Beach with the seagulls, only considerably less intimidating. Evening, friends. Welcome to Lake Como. I've got the ferry across the water to Menaggio, which is over there, where I'm staying for the week, so this will be my last sunset because it's on the western side of the lake. Snow-capped mountains for the first time since Liechtenstein. What places to be. Has to be said, man. A lake, snow-capped mountains, evergreen trees, and a stunning sunset. For all the world, like British Columbia. And that, oh yes, that is a very, very nice thing. Right, the sun's just about to go down behind the horizon, which means I'm about to get rather cold. I very much hope wherever you are, that you're smiling. Take care. Just had the funniest brief conversation. So there's a ferry just along the way there. I approached and asked the guy if it was my one to Menaggio, and he's like, and I was holding my ticket, and he says, "What is that? What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is crazy. No, it's over there, the fast boat." Seemed like he was so over it. What is this? What are you doing? Fun. know what? I think that rather glorious hydrofoil is our boat. You know, I want one of these. We are absolutely kicking it on the hydrofoils. Literally, the biggest fox just rocking up. Hey, how you doing? Looking for scraps. Completely oblivious. And that, my friends, is the view literally from my bunk. Could be worse. Good morning, guys. So, the view from my balcony. Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Menaggio. This part of Lake Como is shaped like an inverted Y. There's a peninsula just across the way there where Bellagio is. I'm going there tomorrow. I'm in Menaggio, and you've got Veneto just on the other side. That's where I came across yesterday. A stunningly beautiful day here. It started off very blustery. I took some video of the flags flying outside my dorm. But apparently that is a daily event. It's a bit like northern Turkey, where the wind kicks up really, really hard in the morning and then dies off by midday. I also have resolved to wear my polarized Ray-Bans from now on, because the light refracting off the water is blinding. Anyway, I'm here for a week. Nice hostel up the way there. I've just been to the supermarket because my hostel, good though it is, doesn't have a kitchen. And I cannot afford to eat out all the time, so I've just gone and spent 60 euros buying all kinds of charcuterie and salads and peanut butter and so forth. I'm just going to really relax for the rest of the day. I have a balcony on my dorm, which is very nice. So I imagine what I'm going to do is eat. I've got some administration to do, and then relax on my balcony with a book. That is my plan. Anyway. Yeah, nice place to be. Oh yes, and if any of you are wondering, yes, I have scalped my beard because it's the end of November and I wanted to make an effort. So, what do you think? Good afternoon, friends. So I'm standing at the bow of a very open plan ferry, and that is my destination for the day, Bellagio. Works. Okay, we're in a bit of a holding pattern here. We're just waiting for that ferry to pack up and leave. So, from this vantage point, that villa there, the Villa Cerboloni, a remarkably nice location. And I'm going to talk more about that later because it's built on the same site as the villa of Pliny the Younger, the very famous Roman chap. Hello friends, so I've just arrived in Bellagio and I've walked to the apex, as it were, of the Larian Triangle. As I mentioned before, Lake Como is set up kind of like an inverted Y, and this spot is the top of the triangle that sticks out into, and it's where the lake bifurcates into two arms. Which is possibly why Bellagio is called Bellagio, because Bailario meaning two lakes, it's where it splits into two. And of course, the view from here is spectacular, because the long arm of the lake goes all the way up and you have the Alps in the background. The landscape here is just incredible. This is the first place I came. Now, honestly, I'm on a little bit of a clock now because I've come up here. It's now just about to turn 3 p.m. And of course, the sun is going to go down behind those mountains in about 45 minutes, and it's going to start getting a little cold. Now, everyone else, of course, is dressed for winter. I am not, but that doesn't normally bother me. But I imagine it'll get a little nippy when the sun sets. Anyway, so I'm going to go and get some food and probably hike up to the villa. Oh yes, one last thing. Of course, Bellagio, because of its very tasteful location, has been a darling of many, 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 many famous people down through the centuries, including one of the earliest recorded is Virgil. As erudite people will know, Virgil was a Roman epic poet, his most famous work being the Aeneid. And he said that waking up to that view was second only to the Bay of Naples. That's 2,000 years ago. Anyway, right, just picked up an epic sandwich from this place here. Well worth it. It's almost all the way to the point. But dude, honestly, I was just being me. I got into it talking to the guy. He is the son-in-law of the founder. It's a multi-generational place. And we were just chatting about how it's nice and quiet at this time of year and he can afford to stop and chat because in the summer he makes about 500 sandwiches in a day. Him and his nonna and his wife. And he got it fun and he showed me a video from his security camera of this mass of humans walking up and down. It was like a club or a festival. It was like that. Absolutely rammed for the entire summer, this place. It's very, very quiet now, which suits the hell out of me.